Education is very easy if you know your role and you know the duties of others. I will go summary now for Mental Health Act. First, we have to decide the patient has capacity or not. Number one, in the exam, if you are sitting in front of the patient, that means this patient has capacity. Don't bother yourself, he has capacity or not. Once the patient in front of you, he has capacity until proved otherwise. This is the first rule. Second rule, if the patient has capacity, the patient has capacity and he refused treatment, he has the right to refuse any medical treatment, even if we feel his decision is unwise decision. Number three, if he doesn't have capacity, we have to follow the pathway. First, we'll ask advanced directive or living well. If no, we'll ask about any last power attorney. If no, we'll check the patient wishes or patient best interest. And we explained what is meant by patient best interest and when we can use this patient best interest. Patient best interest only if the patient doesn't have capacity, we can do the best interest for the patient. If no last power attorney, no advanced directive, we will follow to the best interest for the patient. And we explained in details what is meant by independent mental capacity advocate and what is the role of EMICA. And one of the role of EMICA, he can request second opinion. We have to consult EMICA. If there is no EMICA, we can go to the Court of Protection. They will appoint one to take a decision on behalf of patient except life-sustained treatment. This is the mental capacity decision-making pathway. If you have any inquiries or any questions about this pathway, you can contact me at any time. Feel free to contact me. It is the same, we have to tell the patient at the end of communication. We have to give him a help and support him. Please, in the exam, this mental capacity decision, it comes usually by different ways. Maybe we'll explain to the patient a procedure and the patient is conscious and alert. He has the right to accept or refuse it. Maybe you want to explain to the son or daughter of patient about procedure. One patient come for you with sudden loss of conscious and you did for him CT and you find that in the CT is the subdural hematoma and need an urgent surgery to evacuate this hematoma. When you communicate with his son, you asked him and his son deny any advanced directive or living well and also denied last power attorney, so that we'll ask him what is the wishes of the patient. Does your father express, or did your father express about his wishes when he become in this situation? And also we have to explain to him the benefit and the risk of the procedure. We will come later in the coming lecture to explain what is the best way of explanation of disease and explanation of procedure. It could become again this best way you explain to the patient or explain to relative or explain to caregiver. And feel free please during exam to become during preparation to contact me. And I am saying and always say that please don't go in confrontation with the patient and the family. You have to become like a political persons. They speak a lot, but they will not do anything. We have the same here in communication. You can speak well, you can convince the patient or family, but please don't go in confrontation. Like if the one of member of family insisted to refuse a procedure, please didn't tell him during the exam it is not your right to refuse this procedure, as your father lack capacity and no advanced directive and no last power attorney, the decision for the patient, for the team looking after your father, didn't say that to the surrogate or say that to the relative of patient, because you will go in confrontation and you will affect your marks, especially in the welfare. So if you face such situation in the exam and he insists to refuse, tell him the benefit and recurrent again the benefit of procedure and what is the good things will come to your father or your mother. And if he insists, tell him you can think in this issue for couple, if not urgent case, for couples of days, and you can come back again and we'll do another meeting with consultant. But in cases with urgent like subdural hematoma, we have to convince in polite manner and in professional manner, like political persons. Again, be political person, not in your life, please, in the communication skill exam only. When you discussing the condition with patient, become like political person. It is as I said, it says a lot of good things, but they will not do anything. We have to follow this rule, and but in communication only, not in our daily activity.